It's Wednesday, my dudes. January 1st, 2020, start of a new year and a new decade. And I'm such a mess, I didn't even bother to get my hair cut to be looking my new decade's best. Actually, not entirely true. I did try to get a haircut, but not a whole lot of work gets done over the holidays, so my haircut dude wasn't available till next week. But you know what? This is a strategic move, because 10 years from now, when it's the start of the 2030s, oh God, I'm gonna be so old. We're all gonna be so old together. I'll look back on this video, and when I've inevitably fallen off the fitness wagon and am looking absolutely terrible, at least I won't have looked my best with the fresh new haircut here, and I won't feel quite as badly about the whole thing. Anyway, yesterday we reflected on 2019. Today, we look forward onto the new year, which isn't as solid as looking back on what already happened. You can only do predictions and what you hope to accomplish, but you never know how it's actually going to pan out. But that's okay. So, 2020, what do I hope to see? What do I hope to accomplish, experience, content? What's happening on this channel? I'll probably end up mentioning other channels and stuff as well, because I do stuff on other channels, but that's cool. We're focusing on probably the gaming stuff for the most part. Continuing with Minecraft, obviously, as I've said before, and there is still plenty of Minecraft content out there. Speaking of which, I want to do a modded survival series. That said, the way that YouTube seems to work these days with Minecraft, the Minecraft meta, is that like, you gotta do the Minecraft, but kind of one-off videos, right? And people are interested in those. But as soon as you get into the long series that go beyond like a few episodes, you get people who are not quite as interested in following the whole thing along. I don't think that is purely a case of like the content not being as interesting as it was a few years back. I think it's just kind of how the meta works now. And even if Ultra Modded Survival, which was probably my most popular modded series that lasted over 100 episodes, if that exact series were posted today, I do not think that the episodes past, like episode 10, would have had as much interest as they did back a few years ago. So for that reason, I'd like to find some kind of modded series that maybe doesn't go for 100 episodes, maybe it goes for 10 episodes or something. So if you have any suggestions, I was asking Stream this the other day, feel free to leave it in the comments section. There were a couple I was looking at. One was recommended called Dig Site, and the other I saw on the Twitch launcher called, what was it, Volcano Block? It's like Skyblock, but it's in a volcano, but it has a whole quest system and everything, but it seems like it wouldn't last a crazy long time. I'm just looking at RLcraft, right? Because RLcraft started off super big, and then as the episodes went by, sure, maybe you could argue that this was more redundant than Ultra Modded Survival, but it still presents that same sort of thing where the interest will kind of trail off over time. So I'd prefer to have it nice, concise, not too many episodes, it doesn't drag on too long. And then once that's wrapped up neat and tidy, we can move on to another modded survival series. It's also not like super duper long hundreds of episodes. So anyway, if you're interested in the hundreds of episode stuff, by all means, feel free to go over to CaptainSparklez 2, or better yet, you can tune into the streams live at twitch.tv/CaptainSparklez. Because we have things like Exoria that we're currently doing now, which, what is that at? Like 45 episodes, all of which are an hour long. And we're only now, apparently, getting to the grindy part on that. So we've done that. We've done, what was it, Stone Block. We've done Sevtech. Sevtech was another very long one. So that sort of thing still exists with the very, very long series. It's just that I've sort of migrated those over to live streaming, and then they go up on CaptainSparklez 2, where I'm trying to keep things here on this channel a little bit more neat, tidy, concise, do a little bit of work, you know, off camera. And then that way there's not as much grinding and tedious bits in the episodes themselves. That's how I'm trying to kind of differentiate things a little bit. But still, Minecraft, plenty of maps, plenty of, we'll see, modded survival stuff. I am working on the sub-server. So I'll be making a server that's like, primarily it'll be used to generate content and stuff. So kind of the people who are on there, like, I don't know, I'll go on in creative mode and I'll trap them inside a box or something and see who can get out first, or like Carson, I think in the past, they had a gap, and it was like, hey, who can get across the gap first while everyone's in PvP and able to break blocks and stuff like that. So, or just, someone's trying to build a house. I'm invisible, and then I start breaking blocks, and they're like, wait, I could have sworn I placed. Anyway, you get the idea. So that sort of thing, it's going to be like a YouTube member, Twitch sub thing, primarily because it can't be crazy super duper packed with people. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult to do those sorts of things without it being absolutely overwhelming. So, but that is a thing that I'm working on. So just a heads up about it. But also on the open for everyone server side, there might be a project that's in the very early planning stages now. So I don't want to comment or set anything in stone, right? Because just in case anything didn't pan out and it doesn't happen, I don't want to set anyone's expectations. But I am in the early stages of planning for the first time since Armada Craft. How many years ago? 6 years ago? Something like that. A server being developed from the ground up to play on. So, and I'm actually excited for the concept. It seems cool. It's not something that I've seen executed exactly like this on a Minecraft server before, so it should be kind of unique. And I hope that it pans out. I'll keep you informed. But if we're talking 2020 goals, then I hope that that's something that ends up happening. But again, no promises, no commitment there. I'm a master of not committing to anything except ensuring that videos go up on schedule each and every day here on this channel and on schedule on the other channels. That's about all that I can commit to on a regular basis. But I do hope that happens alongside doing the sub server, which can be used to, play survival, make cool builds, troll people, probably primarily trolling people. I think that's what we're going to be going for there. And I am going to continue doing live streams and stuff. There's actually something that's been happening just the past few days on the SMP Earth server, which, if you haven't tuned into the live streams, I encourage you to do it. Okay? Twitch.tv/CaptainSparklez. I'm streaming usually like 5 days a week, and generally in the evening-ish time, Pacific time. I know that's not a great time if you're in Europe, and I apologize for that. It's just generally when it fits best for my schedule, and also to when Zine streams because he also has his full-time job. So it's just kind of how the schedule works out. Sometimes I'll stream a little bit earlier in the day. That'll usually be on like a weekend or something. But I know a lot of people probably haven't checked in on that since Maya Night. And I said the word. And I'd like to, encourage you, because this is what I was about to say. On the SMP Earth, which is a series that's been going on for about a month and a half now, there's been some kind of like M-series, not saying the word, M-series type events happening. And that's what I really, I hope that this sort of thing can be continued. Because I like being on a server where it's with some other people, and it's survival and stuff like that. But also, we have like supernatural, unknown events and storylines going on in the background that we can follow and dig into the mystery and figure out what's happening, follow the clues, check out the different structures that are somehow being created. In this case, a lot of volcanoes, a lot of like going under volcanoes and stuff. So anyway, I'm excited for that. And the M series, that was always live streamed. This is live streamed too. So that's how the format was. And I would encourage you to check it out if you haven't given it a chance in many years, but you're still here watching the YouTube videos. I know that the scheduling is not identical to what Maya Night was, because that was starting at noon Pacific time. I can't do that. It's like that chunk of time right in the middle of the day. I can't, even though that is better, certainly for European viewers, for my schedule, I just can't commit to doing that sort of time schedule on a regular basis. But still, streaming regularly. And if you can't make it live, that sort of stuff is still going up over on CaptainSparklez too, obviously. And you can go there if you haven't checked that out in a while. I know I always mention it in the Reddit content because it ends up providing context for a lot of posts that are on the subreddit, but I should mention it here anyway because it is actually, as far as hours of content going up on YouTube, that channel definitely has the most hours of content simply because it is the live streams just plopped on over there. So I keep reminding you, but it is there. Also, we've spoken a lot about Minecraft now. There are other games couple in mind that I hope to try. Obviously, Hightail. I'm really hoping that Hightail will have some kind of build available in 2019. God, I hope that this coming... I said 2019. I'm still not... I'm not in the... what happens is, at least for January, I'm going to write on any checks that I have to write to pay bills or anything like that. I'm going to write 2019 on the check. Happens every year. And then someone's going to go to the bank, try to cash it. And the bank is going to say, well, this was 2019. Even though the bank, I'm sure they realize what's happened. They can't cash it. I'm like, God dang it. I can't believe I've done this. Oh, I'm so dumb. Anyway, I hope summer 2020 that there is some kind of beta build for Hightail. God, fingers crossed for that. Because I really, really want to get my hands on it and make some videos on that. That should be kind of cool. Something new, something fresh. But then also, I've seen a lot of like content going up on other people's channels who have like similar kinds of content to me when it comes to Minecraft of Bloons tower defense. And it looks fun. I've enjoyed tower defense games. Played Dungeon Defenders, and then, oh, what was the other one? The kind of futuristic one. God, I'm forgetting. It was a really futuristic tower defense game. It was a Steam game. I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh well, I do enjoy tower defense, and it seems like even though that one looks pretty simple, a lot of people are enjoying it. So I'm like, oh, maybe I should try some Bloons tower defense or something. I just bought it the other day on Steam. It was on sale from $10 for 99 cents. I was like, all right, this seems like a deal. What could really go wrong here, dude? Might as well give it a try. It has great reviews, like overwhelmingly positive, as it says on Steam. So maybe we'll try that. Let me know what you think on Bloons Tower Defense. 6 is the current game that everybody is playing. So we'll see. Maybe I'll give that a try or something. Maybe I'll give it a try. Maybe I'll be terrible. Maybe nobody will be interested in watching it. It's also very possible. But I'm mentioning it just because I saw it. I haven't played it yet. I got the game, and who knows? It is a possibility. But if you have any other games that you think you'd be interested in seeing, you feel free to leave recommendations. I don't really do like Let's Plays of single-player campaigns here, but if it's something where it can be like a one-off try at doing something, I'm open to recommendations and thoughts and feedback. And again, also, Minecraft mod packs, feel free to make recommendations, preferably things that aren't like 100-episode grindy series, because those are things that would be better for the live streams. But if you have series that you think would be really good for the live streams, Sky Factory 4, obviously have that in mind. Exoria has to wrap up, which is the one grindy long modded pack that we're doing right now with me and Zine. But yeah, Sky Factory certainly in the cards. There's Stone Block 2, although I've heard that's kind of similar to Stone Block 1. And there are a few others that sort of fit that theme that are better for the live stream stuff. And we'll see, though. We'll see. Don't know what the future holds. That's the difference between yesterday's video and today's, is that I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in 2020, but hopefully good things. And then for the world as a whole, I hope it is a year of productivity and growth. And for you watching this, I hope you achieve all your dreams. Each and every one of them. And I do encourage, because fitness is such a big thing on everybody's New Year's resolution list, right? That's why gym goers and attendance like spikes up every January, and then it kind of comes back down as people fade away from the New Year's resolutions. For anyone with fitness, and I think I said it last year, I will say it again this year because your health is very important. If fitness is a goal of yours, set reasonable expectations for yourself and ease yourself into things, okay? Don't be like, all right, I'm going to the gym every day, because if you're going from 0 to 100 like that, it's not going to happen, and you're going to get worn out, and then you're going to stop it, okay? Set a goal. I'm going to go twice a week, okay? Just for an hour, and I'm going to do easy exercises so that I don't hurt afterwards. You're not going to hurt yourself by lifting something too heavy and breaking your back, all right? Ease into it. Make sustainable changes with the intent of them lasting permanently. This is another reason why I'm not a big believer in diets, unless you're just someone who's a model who needs to get to a certain weight for a photo shoot. But if you're looking for long-term health, no, it's lifestyle changes, not just a temporary diet, because once you get off the diet, you're going to go right back to the previous equilibrium that you were at before, and it made the whole thing not worth it at all. So set out small goals, incremental changes, things that you know are doable on a long-term basis. Don't go 0 to 100 because then you'll fall off. All right? So that's my advice to you. Just, it doesn't have to be a gigantic leap all at once, just a little thing here and there. Even me, myself, I am going to try to eat a little bit less meat in 2020. I'm not going to completely cut it out because that would be very unrealistic. And then I'd be like, you know what? I can't do it. I can't. This is too much for me. I got to just jump right back into it. No, I'm going to just maybe a few meals a week. I'm going to be like, you know what? I would have had something meat-based here. I'll go plant-based instead. Just ease into the whole thing. So, and it also is, it's I'm sure a lot better for my health. And, you know, LA is a good place to live for that sort of thing because there are places out there that make incredibly delicious plant-based meals. So that's one of my goals. Aside from the YouTube stuff, is I'm going to try to do more plant-based stuff while not completely quitting meat cold turkey, because that is an unrealistic expectation to set for myself. Just be a little bit healthier with the food choices. So anyway, that's about all I can predict or say for 2020. Hey, me, if you're watching this 10 years down the road, hopefully you haven't completely fallen off of the health wagon. Hopefully you've been able to maintain some semblance of fitness and eating good things. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's try to have a good year, each and every one of us, and hopefully be able to keep making the YouTube content as I have been for far longer than I would have ever expected. Back in 2010, figured at this point I'd just be working for an oil company or something like that, which, who knows, maybe I'd be making a better impact on the world working for an oil company if it was on some kind of good initiative. But hey, here we are doing this, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you in the future content coming soon, starting tomorrow for 2020. Have a good one.